Hello everyone, and welcome to my bold and beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Carter Ridge's last response to Brooke is astonished by Daphne's LA return. The bold and the beautiful reveals that Carter Walton will be stunned by Daphne Rose's return to Los Angeles, and Ridge Forrester provides Brooke Logan with a definitive response, at least for the time being. Carter will be taken aback when Daphne unexpectedly returns to town in the first episode. Daphne has previously turned down Steffy Forrester's proposal to return to Los Angeles, but she may reconsider and surprise Carter. Carter and Hope Logan are engaged and eager to start a new chapter in their marriage, but will seeing Daphne rekindle old emotions? There will undoubtedly be some awkwardness, and Carter will find it difficult to decide what to say to Daphne. Daphne might be secretly holding on to the dream that she and Carter could have a future together. We can't completely rule out the chance that Carter and Daphne are hiding something. Before he reconnected with Hope, Carter might have let passion run wild with Daphne off-screen. If so, there may be another explanation for Daphne's reluctance to confront Carter. Keep checking back for updates on any significant information Daphne may reveal, as a pregnancy secret would undoubtedly append this plot. Since she just gave him one last chance to return to her, let's talk about Brooke and Ridge in the interim. Brooke might move on with Nick Marone and accompany him on this vacation to Italy if Ridge doesn't give in to their love. Ridge won't take advantage of this final chance to pick Brooke and move on from Taylor Hayes. Brooke will come to terms with the fact that she must let go of Ridge since he will not back down from his promise to Taylor. As everyone knows, this isn't really Ridge's last opportunity to choose Brooke. Viewers will still have to wait for Ridge to pursue Brooke when all the drama in Naples and Capri starts. Ridge and Nick are going to engage in a heated battle till then. Ridge is obviously quite possessive of Brooke, and he particularly detests the idea of her making Nick the new man in her life. Rebecca Budig acknowledges that it has been really difficult to play Taylor Hayes. She's at least being honest. Rebecca Budig, star of The Bold and the Beautiful, acknowledges that she has not found playing Taylor Hayes particularly easy. For all the information you require, continue reading below. According to a recent interview with People magazine, Rebecca acknowledges that many fans are unhappy that she was selected to play Taylor Hayes. Every plot point has centered on Ridge, and she hasn't undergone any personal growth. If the authors had matched her with someone else before returning her to Ridge, I believe the fans would have reacted more favorably to her. I liked Krista Allen in the role, wrote another show critic. It's unfortunate that they let her go. Although Budig is a talented actor and a pretty woman, this part is simply not a good fit for her. Additionally, there was this comment. The reality is that I detest Rebecca Budig's performance as Taylor. She is doing the best she can with what she has, and I completely understand that. Eric pushes, Deacon explodes, Lee and Sheila bond. Here is a recap of The Bold and the Beautiful. Lee Finnegan and Sheila Carter Sharp form a bond over Luna Nozawa in today's episode. Sharp the Deacon blows up. In addition, Ridge Forrester is pressured by Eric Forrester to reconcile with Brooke Logan. Brooke and Ridge share Liam Spencer's miracle with Eric at Forrester Creations. A life-or-death situation really brings perspective, says Eric. They mention the Italy trip. There are numerous flashbacks to Ridge. Brooke says she wants to bring Nick Marone with her. According to Ridge, he is not invited. The males yap about how much they despise Nick as Brooke leaves. Ridge chastises his father for attempting to arrange marriages. He is married to Taylor Hayes, and the two of them have kids. If Eric had a brain, he wouldn't interfere with his son. Nick is hovering about Brooke like a vulture, according to the patriarch. Nick pays Brooke a visit at another office. Ridge is getting married to Taylor, he reminds her. Nick is rational and wants Brooke above all else. Nick tries to entice her with romanticism and promises. Brooke could even don his captain's hat, he jokes. Brooke returns to Ridge's office later. She makes him think of the jazz in the keyhole. Italy wants Nick to visit and would remind her of that. After all, he's constantly surrounded with Taylor. Though not with Nick, Ridge isn't saying she can't move on. Brooke mentions that they always get back together, even in Enchanted Italy. Why does it continue to occur? It all started with the miscommunication over the CEO role. Instead of betraying him, she was attempting to assist him. Brooke implores him to return to her. Nick, meanwhile, is looking at Brooke on the magazine cover while on the phone. Sheila and Deacon are chatting in Il Giardino. Liam's cancer is mentioned by her. Lee shows up and claims that Liam had a miracle. Deacon erupts as Sheila brings up Luna. Lee stands up for Luna, claiming that having Papi Nozawa as her mother didn't give her a chance. Sheila inquires as to whether a memorial service will be held. Lee claims that it has already been dealt with. Sheila regrets not having had the opportunity to say goodbye. Bill is no longer in Liam's life after 3 strikes? This is what? Bill on the Bold and the Beautiful may be the last straw for Liam. His father saved his life and for that he is thankful. However, Bill cannot claim all the glory. All he did was give the $1 million to Dr. Grace Buckingham. However, Liam may have a new perspective on his father after learning the truth about his amazing recovery. B&B supporters claim that Bill and Liam have already had 3 run-ins. On one soap message board, a fan described each strike. The first strike occurred after Sheila was released from prison by Bill, even though she had tried to kill Steffi and Finn. Bill endangered Liam's daughter in addition to their family. Bill then put Luna under house arrest at the Spencer mansion after releasing her from prison. She shot both her grandmother and his son, so that went terribly wrong. The third strike, what is it? Liam's life was saved by the expensive procedure. Without questioning this experimental procedure or blinking an eye, Bill paid Grace $1 million to save his son's life. He didn't conduct his own research or seek a second viewpoint. Additionally, despite having the means and wealth to do so, Bill chose not to investigate the backgrounds of the participating surgeons and physicians. The original poster's conclusion read, "He's the dumbest man on earth, despite owning multiple magazines and being a multimillionaire." Some admirers contended that because Bill inherited his father's media business, he is not a self-made billionaire. Other fans, meanwhile, believe Grace defrauded Bill of his money. When she got the money, she appeared guilty. After Bill thanked her, she felt bad since it's possible that Liam wasn't dying from a tumor, or that he's still dying from an inoperable tumor. Some fans countered that Grace's remarks regarding Liam's health shouldn't be attributed to Bill. It was she who found out that he had an inoperable brain tumor with little chance of recovery. Bill had the chance to save his son's life. I concur. Bill has been having a lot of success. One fan remarked, "I just hope Liam won't be any worse off for his recent lack of judgment. Will there be dangers and complications from this procedure? What if Liam has a difficult time recovering? It's possible that someone other than Liam will be upset. When Bill learns about Grace's plan, it might be him." One fan wrote, "I think Bill will care much more about the months of suffering Grace put his son through than he will about $1 million. What do you think? When Liam finds out the truth about Bill's surgery, do you think he'll give up on him? Please share your thoughts in the comments box below." Brooke made demands and Lee made excuses. Hyla continued to return to work despite the fact that she was still getting acclimated to the 8 toes lifestyle. Deacon discovered her working on inventory at a table, attempting to distract herself from Luna and Liam. Luna was grieving deeply over her loss, and she was troubled by the idea that Liam had survived a gunshot only to fight brain cancer. Lee entered and gave the good news regarding Liam. The man was saved and he would live a happy life. "It's unfortunate that their granddaughter wasn't given the same luxury," Sheila said. That did not sit well with Deacon. He expressed his pleasure that Luna would never target anyone else again, even though he wouldn't say he was glad she was dead. Furthermore, he reminded the women of Luna's destructive behavior. Lee emphasized that she wasn't entirely to blame for Luna's heinous actions. She suffered from trauma and extreme neglect as a result of her poor upbringing. It clarified why she went to such a sinister area, even though it did not justify the murder of 2 men and the shooting deaths of 3 more. Lee believed that Papi was responsible for everything, each and every bit. Sheila and Lee later became close since they were grieving together. Sheila inquired as to if there will be a service, but the family wasn't really doing anything. How depressing. Sheila felt let down. She never had an opportunity to bid farewell. Eric at Forrester Creations was in awe of Liam's incredible second chance at life. Ridge and Brooke were also ecstatic. They may now focus on their journey to Italy. Regarding that, Eric played a film made to give the 2 a sneak peek into the journey, which reflected on some of their favorite memories of Portofino. How beautiful! Ridge was offended when Brooke told the men she wanted to have Nick along. He reminded her firmly that this was a work trip. For a period, Eric tried to level the playing field with his son back in the main office. He believes that Brooke is Ridge's only woman, and it's time for his son to realize that. But Ridge refused to back down. He is currently much in love with Taylor. He insisted that his father leave his romantic life and back off. Eric didn't do that. His son needed to return to Brooke before he ruined Taylor and allowed Nick to take his destiny. He was only in love with her. Nick discovered Brooke after she had gone to the design room to work. He immediately went into seduction mode, attempting to convince Brooke to accompany him to Italy rather than the company. Why not? The man is engaged, so it's not like Ridge wanted anything to do with her right now. Of course Brooke knew, but she was not giving up hope.